Hello friends, welcome back to my channel NAVPREET. I hope you all are doing well. I am back again with another interesting and most requested video regarding jurisprudence exam. Jurisprudence exam is one of the requirements in order to get nursing license here in Ontario, Canada. So friends, in this video I am going to talk regarding what actually is jurisprudence exam. In this video I am going to talk regarding when and how you can take this exam. I am going to go over the topics related to content of jurisprudence exam, study material and study resources related to jurisprudence exam, and also I will be sharing the tips to crack this exam in your first try. So friends, without wasting any time, let's just go over to the video. So let's just talk about what actually is jurisprudence exam. Jurisprudence exam is an exam that assesses the applicant knowledge and understanding of laws, guidelines, practice standards and bylaws that govern the nursing profession here in Ontario, Canada. So basically it is an exam that will assess your understanding and knowledge related to laws that control the nursing profession here in Ontario, Canada. So this exam is a computer-based exam and it can be taken online at your home as well. If you are going to apply as a registered nurse or a registered practical nurse in general, temporary or special assignment class, then jurisprudence exam is one of the 7 requirements in order to get a nursing license here in Ontario, Canada. Without this exam, you cannot start practicing as a registered nurse or an LPN or RPN here in Canada. So next question is when and how you can book this exam. Once CNO knows that you are eligible to write down your NCLEX RN or your LPN exam, then they are going to send you a link that you are going to use in order to create your account so that you can take this exam. So this exam is conducted by yardstick measures and they will be sending you a link as well so that you are going to use that link in order to book this exam. So this exam is an online exam and it is going to charge you $40 in order to take this exam at the comfort from your home. Let's just talk about important things that you should know about this exam. So this exam results are good for 5 years. So if you got the eligibility, you can take it anytime and the results are going to be valid for 5 years. The exam is same for an RN and an LPN. So there is no difference for the jurisprudence exam for an RN and LPN. Both nurses challenge the same exam. And also if an LPN wants to upgrade herself to an RN, then she does not have to take this exam again within the 5-year of period. So it means if an LPN wants to become an RN, she does not have to write this exam again because her requirement would be met from her previous exam only within the 5-year of time period. Moving on, let's just talk about the exam content. So the jurisprudence exam assesses the applicant knowledge and understanding of nursing profession here in Ontario regarding nursing regulation, scope of practice, professional responsibility and accountability, ethical practice, nurse-client relationship. So this exam consists of the above mentioned 5 components. So you need to make sure to go over these components and their topics thoroughly in order to pass this exam. So before going for an exam, make sure to go over these topics, prepare yourself with these topics. Proceeding further, let's just talk about the types of questions that comes in a jurisprudence exam. Jurisprudence exam for both an RN and RPN consists of multiple choice questions, and these questions are designed to assess applicant competencies in 3 different levels of their cognitive abilities, and 3 different levels are related to knowledge and comprehension and application, and third one is critical thinking. Proceeding further, let's talk about jurisprudence exam test. So what comes in the exam, how long is the exam, and how many questions they are going to ask you. So jurisprudence exam is an open book exam, means you have the freedom to access the online or paper resources while you are challenging this exam. So for both an RN and RPN, they are going to challenge 150 multiple choice questions. You have 3 hours and 50 minutes in order to complete this exam. On the basis of time, you have to finish this exam, otherwise you are going to lose it. And there is no percentage, there is only pass or fail. Either you pass this exam or you fail this exam. There is no percentage that is disclosed by CNO, and this exam is conducted by yardstick measures, and the fee for this exam is $40. Moving on, let's talk about the resources that you can use in order to prepare for this exam. So the CNO website is the best resource that you can use in order to prepare yourself for this exam. The CNO website has posted tons of topics under the 5 components that have already said they are going to challenge you in the exam. Under each component, they have tons of topics that you need to go over them one by one in order to prepare yourself before taking this exam. So you can either access them online or you can print them off and try to go over them. So make sure to go and read those resources before sitting in this exam, because this exam is $40 even, but it is always wise to crack this exam in first try, as this is not the hardest exam. Last but not the least, I am also going to post the link of the resources for the CNO website in the description below, so make sure you go check that out in order to get most from it. CNO just not only posted content related to the topics, but CNO also posted the sample questions that you can utilize as an example that what type of questions they are going to challenge you during the exam. So you can use as a reference in order to prepare yourself. Proceeding further, let's just talk about the tips to crack this exam. So the first step to crack this exam is do a quick reading and skimming of the material. So the material is available on CNO website and each topic is explained with example. All you have to do is either go online or print the material and do a quick reading and skim through the topic so that you have an idea what they are going to ask you. Make a concept, just do a quick reading about the topics they are going to ask you so that you know what you are going to expect in this exam. The second tip is open the difficult or tricky topics tab in your computer window. So as you all know by now, this is an online exam and it is an open book exam. So you have the full authority to access the resources that you can use to pass this exam. So you can either open the tricky resources or tricky material on the computer tab, or you can download them and print them and have them handy while you take this exam. You have the authority to access those resources while you are taking this exam. But the only thing is you need to keep in mind that your time is running. It is a time limited exam. So it is always wise to do a skimming and reading first, and then for the tricky questions, open the resources on your testing computer in a different tab so that when you are stuck in a difficult exam, you can go over to that resources quickly and try to answer that question. The third tip to pass this exam is try not to double check or to check each question with the resource. Don't waste your time by checking each question, because you are allotted maybe a minute to answer each question, because you are going to challenge 150 questions. So you don't have enough time to go and double check the each question you are going to answer with the online resources. So it is always wise to go over the basic topics. You need to make sure you know your basics to write on jurisprudence exam before, and only double check or check the questions that you are not sure or you find it's tricky for you on the open resources that you have while taking this exam. So the fourth important tip, in order to pass this exam, you need to make sure you have a working internet connection. As this exam is written online and they are going to challenge you the multiple choice questions, but you need to make sure you have a good speed internet or Wi-Fi at your home. And also the internet speed is needed so that if you need to access the online resources, you can access them without wasting any time. So friends, that was all regarding today's video regarding the jurisprudence exam, what resources you can use in order to pass this exam and what content the CNO is going to ask you in jurisprudence exam. I hope I was able to answer your questions and able to help you out in order to prepare for this exam. Please don't forget to leave me a comment, that keeps me motivated. And last but not the least, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for future notifications. Thank you and have a wonderful day.